The other day I ran across a podcast where Dr. Sabine Hazan, and if you don't know about her, you should definitely look her up. She's cutting edge. You spell her last name Hazan. Anyway, she is a gastroenterologist, and she has done a lot of research on the gut ecology as it relates to autism, but also as it relates to other things. Well, you know, when COVID first hit, she was one of the brave doctors that really went outside the standard of care to try to help people. And she was using different methodologies to try to get people well from, you know, horrible cases of COVID. Being a GI doc, she's always looking at stool samples. So she decided with some of her patients to use high-dose vitamin C. Now, what is high-dose vitamin C? You can get vitamin C intravenously, and somewhere 20 to 30 grams of vitamin C IV would be considered a high dose. Orally, high dose, in my opinion, would be somewhere from 5,000 milligrams to 10,000 milligrams orally. So she was using high dose vitamin C, and she discovered a really amazing thing in the stool samples of these patients. Their leaky gut was healing. I've never heard of that before. So many people struggle with leaky gut. Now, leaky gut is where the tight junctions of the gut lining loosen up. And there's different reasons that this can happen. Exposure to glyphosate, which is the active ingredient in Roundup and some other herbicides. That's one big reason. And of course, we're exposed to that all the time. Another reason one can develop leaky gut is if you've had a history of antibiotic use, of steroid use. There's certain medicines and toxins that will cause this loosening of the tight junction, and then the body doesn't heal that very well. That's the second aspect of leaky gut. So I've been in this field for 35 years, and so of course I've done a lot with this myself from my own observations. It's not just what caused the junctions to become loose, but some people just do not build those cells and heal it very fast. So I'm wondering if that's the role that vitamin C is playing in this. I don't know, that's just my speculation. But what we do know is that when Dr. Hazan checked these stool samples, she saw the leaky gut cleaning up in these people. So when those tight junctions loosen and become leaky, then the digested food that's passing through your digestive tract, you know, on the way to the colon to be eliminated, the waste products, the digested food, those things get past this barrier and are absorbed into your bloodstream. Now that's a burden on your liver, that's a burden on your immune system. It even creates a lot of allergies because your immune system goes, oh my God, that's a foreign protein, you know, that doesn't belong in here, and starts mounting antibodies. So leaky gut is a big deal. And this high dose vitamin C amazingly handles that. Now, when I'm going to put people on an oral high-dose vitamin C protocol, I am a naturopath, so I do not do IVs. I'm a traditional naturopath. I do not do, you know, prescriptions or those kinds of medical procedures, but oral vitamin C works really great too. What I do is I have people start with 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C 3 times a day. And then every 3 to 4 days, you're gonna increase that by 1,000. And then 3 to 4 days, increase it another 1,000. And you're gonna keep increasing until either, number one, you reach 10,000, and then you can stay on that. Or number two, you start getting gassy, your stools start getting loose. That's your signal that you've got all the vitamin C that your body is currently using, and we're getting more than what you need. So you can stay on the highest tolerated dose for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or longer. Linus Pauling, who did more research on vitamin C than anyone else I know of, took 10,000 milligrams a day himself every single day. He lived well into his 90s in great shape. So there's a lot to be said for high-dose vitamin C. I just had no idea it would also heal a leaky gut. One more factoid about vitamin C. We're supposed to be able to manufacture it in our own bodies. So we're one of only a few animals, living creatures on the earth who cannot manufacture our own vitamin C. And this has happened from genetic mutations over many, many years. But let's take a deer, in the woods. If that deer drinks from a creek and there's something toxic in the creek, that deer's body automatically manufactures more vitamin C to help handle that toxin. Let's say that deer is walking along in the forest and crack, a gunshot happens and he immediately springs into stress mode and shoots away. Well, one of the things he's doing is manufacturing more vitamin C to handle that crisis. So we're actually supposed to be able to use vitamin C very, very readily. We just can't manufacture it. So it is a nutrient that's very safe to take and very effective for many, many things. Now we know effective against leaky gut as well.